Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Happy update day if you are a Sims 4 player. Though usually any Sims 4 player I know has a mountain of mods, so updates bring nothing but dread. But here we are. So my game is currently updating as we speak. I haven't updated it since before the spa day refresh, so that's a thing. But scenarios, the most underwhelming thing I think I've heard from EA this year. Yeah, Journey to Batu was last year, we're good. But scenarios are basically EA's way of cashing in on fan-made challenges. They're taking fan-made challenges and then adding them into the game. So they're giving players what they already have. You know, good one EA, thanks. So this update, other than adding scenarios, is basically pointless. I think they fixed like 2 things. So we're just gonna skip over the fixes because honestly, do not care. What are scenarios? Scenarios are situations that will be available in-game where simmers can choose to participate and work toward an outcome for their sims. Now the fun part is that there are different outcomes per scenario and that there may be different ways to achieve these outcomes. This means that there are more than one way to complete one scenario, so you as simmers have multiple options towards the outcome that you want. Each scenario has a theme, but what happens in said scenario is up to you as you work towards your desired outcome. You never know how the story will go, but only your actions and time will tell. Insert evil laugh here. In today's update, we have 2 scenarios. So, bugbear number 1, not only have they taken fan-made challenges and added them to the game, they've only given us 2. I mean, that in itself was a bit rubbish. In the code of the game, I'm pretty sure players have found more scenarios. I think there are another 3 in the code. One of them is basically a rip on 100 babies. You have a certain number of toddlers and you have to get them to certain skill levels, like you would if you were wanting to age them up early in 100 babies. The other one is, I think it was called Surviving the Holidays. I don't know what that one's about. You know, it's probably going to be as shallow as the rest. And then the third one was something equally unforgettable. So, the 2 that we have today, making money, this is rags to riches right here. Like there is no ifs, ands or buts about this. This is the rags to riches challenge, but, you know, a very watered down version of it. And then finding love after a breakup. I have heard of the 100 Bay challenge. I don't know if this is like a play on that or if this is like a family-friendly version of like Black Widow or something. I'm not entirely sure, but this is what we have. So it's actually the making money one that I'm most interested in just because of the phrasing at the end. So, money, 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 money! Him. This scenario places your sim in quite the predicament by having their bank account reset after they've moved in a lot. Yup, 0 simoleons, nada. The difficulty could increase if your sim chooses between unfurnished and furnished lots, or if they bulldoze their space. To complete the scenario, you'll have to earn your way to 1 million simoleons. This is the bit that interested me, okay? How you get to 1 million? It can be however you wish. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Insert creepy wink. Now, this sounds like you can just motherload your way to 1 million. And this is what I really want to test. This is what I wanted to do. I want to try and speedrun this. Like, I'm sure because this is EA we're talking about, they haven't implemented a way not to be able to use cheats if you're playing a scenario. Which is, if you're doing a money challenge in the game, even in like the rags to riches rules, you are told explicitly no money cheats are allowed. Now, yes, using Motherload would completely ruin this. Like, there's no point in doing the scenario if you're just going to use Motherload. But I just want to test if you can, because it can be however you wish. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. That kind of implies that I can just cheat, you know? So, we're going to try and cheat. And then, finding love after a breakup. Love hurts. Love scars. This scenario places your sim right after they've broken up with their significant other. Your sim's task is to find love, either by salvaging that relationship that broke apart, or finding new love with someone else. Which will your sim choose? It's your sim's time to dream. Which sim will win their heart? Now, relationships in The Sims 4 are already incredibly shallow, so I don't really see this being a challenge anyway. Even with adding sentiments into the game, I don't feel like there's enough consequences for negative actions, I guess is what I would probably want to phrase it like. Like, you can do anything in The Sims 4 and, you know, nothing's permanent. Like, there's no negative, you know, reactions to what you do. So who cares if your sim breaks up? Like, I'll woohoo like 5 minutes later, it's fine. So, if you choose to partake in either one or both, remember that in this initial list of scenarios, you'll do so with a new household. And don't worry, these households will stay with you after they complete each scenario. I mean, that doesn't really bother me. I'm not going to use one of my actual Sims to test this. I haven't played my Sims 4 Legacy in like the longest time. But yeah, this is what I'm wanting to test. I want to try and speedrun these and just see, you know, how in depth they are. You know, I am waiting to be corrected here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very underwhelmed with scenarios, and I do think they're just a bit of a joke. Like, EA, what you doing? So if EA can surprise me and I can't actually use Motherload to cheat the making money one, or if there's actually going to be some resistance to trying to get together with a sim, you know, fair play, I will hold my hands up and apologize. But, you know, if not, it's fine. Because, you know, I have no expectations. So my game is updating at the moment. When it's done, we will jump in and see what's what. And we're in. Ready for a challenge? Challenge scenarios offer conditions and goals for fulfilling Sims' lives. Well, you used the word fulfilling, not me. So here on the loading screen, you can do it's new scenario straight under load screen, and we are gonna try making money. So, description. Step 1. Move to a new place and start off without a single simoleon in your bank account. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit. Become a millionaire. Household funds will be set to 0 after moving into a lot. So we'll start in a new save. You know, let's put us in winter, just because if I'm gonna be challenged, I may as well be really challenged. We'll go to Newcrest and we'll place ourselves just on a blank lot. We'll take this massive one here. I don't know if lot size makes any difference. I don't know. I figured, you know, we may as well like try and work our way up to a mansion if we're getting a million. So okay. So with the scenarios, it comes up here and you can thankfully get rid of it. You've started a challenge scenario. Check out the scenario panel to the left for more details. Cool. 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 Oh, So first things first, you can cancel a scenario if you don't like it. I mean, you're starting in a new save anyway. If you really didn't like the challenge, just go into your library and get your sim out and do something else with them. So I mean, canceling it immediately removes the challenge aspect. As soon as it gets too hard, you can't just be like, oop, don't want to do this. So, cool. So, first things first. Motherload. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but this is ridiculous. I kind of wish I checked the time before I started this. Okay, we're at 950,000. One more Motherload. Achievement. Scenario complete. Wow, okay. Game time elapsed 46 minutes. So yes, I realize if you were actually playing this for the challenge, you probably wouldn't use Motherload. Like, that does just completely defeat the purpose. However, the fact that this is a completely separate save file to what you play in normally, and they haven't disabled cheats in the scenario mode, is ridiculous, personally. But, you know, there we go, 46 minutes. Congratulations on completing the scenario. As a reward, each sim in this household has earned satisfaction points, which you can spend at the reward store. That's a pretty rubbish reward. I never use them anyway. You get 5,000 satisfaction points for doing a scenario. So, cool. I guess we will exit to the main menu. I don't need to save because, I mean, I'd hate to lose all my progress. So, I imagine the finding love after a breakup is probably going to be a bit more difficult. I probably won't do this in 46 in-game minutes, but a messy breakup is even messier for Sims who live together. Is there anything worth salvaging in this relationship, or is it time to find new love? Sims will start the scenario having recently broken up with each other. Sims must not be related. You need 2 Sims who are young adult or older. Words are difficult. Potential outcomes. A Sim is soulmates with someone they've broken up with. A Sim is best friends with someone they've broken up with. A Sim is soulmates with someone they've never broken up with. Cool. I wonder if I pressed on existing save, if I could have done it with the pancakes. Because that would probably be quite interesting for story purposes, doing it with the pancakes. Because then, you know, their story anyway is then meant to be at breaking point. And then do they come together or do they split? So, right, that's just telling us exactly what it is. Oh, we have some hurt sentiments. Cool. Let's see what they are. Open sim profile. So, we're bitter about breakup and Cassandra's furious with us. Or maybe we're furious with her, I'm not entirely sure. Open sim profile. Oh yeah, we're both just furious and stuff. Cool. So, it is 8:10 AM. Let's see how long it takes me to not be furious, I guess. So, update time. I was spamming some socials just to see what would happen. And it just kept lowering their relationship even more, which is fine. So I decided to get them these little camp beds, and they have cried out a bunch of times, and now neither of them are sad anymore. Oh wow, that outfit's hideous. But yeah, so that has been my day so far. We're still obviously on day 1. It's 2 PM. I just need to wait for her anger to go away. Let's put on speed 3. And then I will be ready to start again once they're fine. And see if we can raise their relationship. Well, this isn't going quite to plan. So I'm just leaving them talking by themselves. I've disabled need decay because I'm not really bothered about caring for them. And all their conversations were giving me pluses. So their relationship's already improved. We're now at 3 AM on Monday. Their relationship's obviously not improved to what it started at because I brought it right down to the bottom by accident. But I'm hoping that if they just continue autonomously doing things together when they're both happy, it will raise their relationship a bit more. So, update. It is now Tuesday. I kind of just left them doing their own thing on Monday, and their relationship was going like up and down. And today we've got to the point where we can now cloud gaze, and the relationship's now better than when we started. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave them doing this. Further update, it's now 2 AM on Wednesday, so this is like the start of, is it day 3? Day 4? And we just got a good sentiment. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you. I hope you feel that way about me too. And our relationship bar is almost full. To be fair, I haven't actually been taking care of their needs. I imagine if I had to juggle their needs as well as, you know, if I was actually playing the game, it would take a lot slower. But, you know, this just kind of goes with what I was saying. Like, if you can get your Sims to stargaze, oh, become best friends. Let's do that. If you can get your Sims to like stargaze or cloud gaze, that's them. They just get such a massive boost in relationship that you don't even really have to work at it. So like the relationships are still quite shallow. That being said though, I do think that, oh, scenario complete. Completed finding love after a breakup. Game time elapsed 3 days. So that's not a bad speedrun. I imagine if I didn't lower the relationship so much at the beginning, you know, that wouldn't have happened. I probably could have shaved a couple days off the 3, but you know, I'll take that. I'll take that. That wasn't too bad. I could have maybe gone for like the hardcore mode and tried to get them, you know, into like a relationship, like to become soulmates, but we're best friends in 3 days. After my relationship had gone down to the very lowest it could go, it's now the highest it can be. So relationships in The Sims 4 are still the same. This scenario though, I do feel is a lot more fun, and you can have a bit more storytelling elements with it. Like this would be perfect for the Pancakes family. If you start the Pancakes family while playing this scenario, you know, this is a game changer. Actually, before we end this, I want to test if you can actually do it with the Pancakes family, because if more scenarios were added into the game that, you know, could... Do I have to... I don't know if I can choose the Pancakes family. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete him. Okay, so I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure if you can play it in the Pancakes family, which is a bit rubbish. Just because I think that's so perfectly suited for them. If I've maybe just missed something, let me know. Because, you know, that would be an interesting way to play it. And as I said, if you were playing these properly, I mean, you might get a load of fun out of them. Personally, I don't see scenarios, or these 2 particular scenarios, being anything that's gonna, you know, change the way that I play or drag me back to The Sims 4, considering this is the kind of thing players have been doing anyway. So my final sort of thoughts on scenarios. What is the point? Like, what is the point? Why have like an in-game scenario for Rags to Riches when there's already like the Rosebud achievement? Like, oh cool, I get 5,000 reward points. How many reward points are you gonna earn by just doing that naturally? So, I'm not wowed, I have to say. The lover to friend one, or whatever it's called, that one is slightly better than the making money one, but was it worth updating your game for? Probably not. So if you're waiting on a couple fixes, I would maybe just still not update it. But thank you guys for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts and scenarios. Are you going to be playing them? Are you going to speedrun them? If you can beat my time, let me know. I got 46 minutes for the making money one and 3 days for the other one. So if you can beat my record, you know, I'm looking to find a worthy opponent. But no, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!